I just wasn't ready for the world today. Hi, good to see you. Who's here? We got Inside Kate's Kitchen. Thank you for coming. I found him. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Ah. Need some lip gloss to go with it. Hi, whoever's here, give me a thumbs up. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, I am slow today. I'm really behind. I went to Gray's Farms today in Faribault, Minnesota. And what they do is they sell duck eggs. So I was fortunate enough to get some duck eggs today. So I'm super excited about that. Ready to get to work in the kitchen. I don't have my lighting set up. And I think it's obvious. Sincerely yours, Nadia. Hello. Tweet it out, but don't know how to Twitter or how to tweet. Isn't that sweet? Okay. So we are doing a number of things today. As you see, I have all my ferments set up here. I don't know if you can see that. We have the beet kvass. We have the water kefir. We have the fermented salsa, which if you can see, it's separated at the bottom. It's ready. And I'm going to do another review of this cap. Along with that, we got some chicken feet going on. So those chicken feet, we're going to turn into a beautiful stock. But before we do that, I have to go turn off, a couple of devices so we don't buffer so much. So, is that one still running stuff? Hardly. Okay. So, why is this not playing? Okay, well, we'll start that over in a minute. Hey, Edward Smart, how are you? Oh, yeah. We're not even going to try. All right, so the first thing we have to do, you guys, is get these strained out. Now, I make my chicken stock with chicken feet because it makes the absolute best chicken stock. Now, the other thing is that everybody knows I was on my vegan journey, and this video is called my omnivorous journey, or omnivorous, depending on how you want to say it. What's happening here is that I believe in chicken stock, and I believe I have been a meat eater all my life. And though I do not want to participate in the unethical practices of the meat industry, chicken feet scare me. They shouldn't. They're the best. Hey, Edward. I don't want to participate in the unethical practices of the meat industry. I do have a farmer here that I trust that works with or has chickens, and they treat their chickens really well. You can tell if you look at these chicken feet. I'll get a close-up. I'll bring one closer. If you look at those chicken feet, you can tell the coloration is healthy, and also that they are cut specifically at the joint. If you go to Walmart and get chicken feet, you can tell that those feet were ripped off of the chicken. And I saw a video of how that happened, and that was so disturbing. I was like, I'm never, ever, ever going to eat chicken feet from Walmart or any of the big box stores again. I'm going to meet my farmers. So I decided that the vegan diet wasn't necessarily for me just yet. Meanwhile, they're still attached to the chicken. I use them chicken broth to make wonderful flavor. Yeah, exactly. I was saying, oh yeah, I am no longer on my vegan journey because when I had the flu, the only thing that I could keep down was my chicken stock, and I believe in my chicken stock. So with that said, let's get to work. I think I need a wine box here. The first thing we need to do, I have thawed these chicken feet out. And now what we're going to do is we're going to drain them. Okay, let's see if I can get you. We're going to drain these, and then we're going to blanch them in hot water for 5 minutes. And after that, we're going to, after we get them in the water, we're going to start working with our carrots, our celery, our bay leaf. I don't have any thyme, so I'm going to have to use dried thyme and black peppercorn. So let's, I'm not looking at the chat right now, but let's go ahead and get this done. Okay, where is my big, this stream should be called Where is My Big? Or Where is My? Okay, there is my big strainer. Lift this out of here. You guys, chicken feet, oh, I'm pouring water everywhere. Hold on. Okay. Huh. And I'm not wearing gloves because I'm not afraid of these chickens. And wow, I need to get a towel. I just got chicken water everywhere. I'm gonna have to disinfect this whole counter. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get you over here so you can see what this looks like. So I got my water boiling right here. You can't see that, but I'm not going to be able to lift you up any higher. But we're going to put these in. Try not to splash the water back on yourselves. So this is what a chicken foot looks like. Now, if you've ever seen old horror movies and there were witches with claws, they actually used chicken feet as the witch's claws. So, Edward, I understand why that scares you. Okay, so we're going to get these in here to boil for 5 minutes, or at least to, we're sanitizing them right now. Okay, so. There we go. All right. Okay, we're gonna move you. This should have worked, Edward Smart. What? Folks, Karen will be with us for a few minutes. We'll be with, what? Oh, Gigi's Gluten-Free Lab, hello. Hello, hello. So you guys, I spilled ways when there's an error like this. I'm using apple cider vinegar that I've made to sanitize this area, and then I'm going to wipe it down. So we'll let that sit for a minute. All right. That should have worked. Snakes. What? Folks, what? I don't know what's going on. Would not have worked with me. What would not have worked with you? I have no idea what's going on in the chat. Anyway, I've got my carrots. I washed these before I put them in the fridge, so we're in good luck. I've got my celery. I'm going to rinse 3 stalks off. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go over here and do that. Gigi, how are you? If you guys don't know Gigi, she just did a delicious pizza. I did that pizza, and hers, she also did one this last week, and it looked awesome. It looked really good. She uses, what is the gluten-free flour you use? It's not King Arthur, though you've used King Arthur. You use Bob's Red Mill. Bob's Red Mill, that's right. And I use Cup for Cup. Cup for Cup is not vegan, though. So if those of you that are looking for a vegan gluten-free flour, you probably want either Bob's Red Mill, brain isn't working, Bob's Red Mill, or 1-to-1, which is Bob's Red Mill, or King Arthur. All right. This from I do not play with bacteria unless it's the good kind. All right. It seems like we've gone all the way over there too. Okay. You know, this is a live stream. Things happen, right? I'm good. I'm good. Good. I'm glad you are. Bob's Red Mill. That's right. Yep. So I've got. I didn't realize how full my my chicken water was, and I spilled it, and it ran all the way down my counters. And what kind of paper towel doesn't soak things up? What was it? Last week I was tripping all over myself. This week I'm spilling everything. Someday I'll get good at these. Someday. Okay. Always have a clean and sanitized workspace. There we go. Chicken water has been dispelled. All right. Love Bob's mixes and flours. Yep. Hello, Gigi. Can't imagine what is taking so long. I know she found her glasses. I'm here. Oh, you guys, am I? I think I'm buffering. I think I was buffering, you guys. Was I buffering? I'm sorry. I was sitting there talking at the screen and I was buffering the whole time. All right. Am I back? Can you guys see me? You should be able to. I can see me on the other one. Leprechaun TV. Hello. Yeah, I guess I must have been, there we go. Okay, since I was cleaning up my mess, I didn't get a chance to cut that's all right. Let's take care of this and put it over here. So that's been sanitizing. If you could see in here, I will show you that the impurities rise to the top. So the white, if you see the white in there, those are the impurities. But the good thing about Khadijah Farms in Minnesota, up in Glenwood, Minnesota, the good thing about Khadijah Farms is they really, they process their chicken really well. They get it all cleaned up for you. So I hope you can still see me. So these have been sanitized. That's not pretty. Sat in that hot water for 5 minutes. I can't see. Okay. And what we're going to do is let these cool down while we get everything else done. Okay, so I will spray them with cold water. Now, a lot of people are like, gross, why would you use chicken feet? You know what? These chickens gave up their life for us. And I just think it's awful that you would throw these away. But the cartilage, everything about the chicken foot, besides the nails, has such good collagen and stuff in it. It's so good for you. So good for your skin, your organs. Everything about it is good for you. Those are some good looking chicken feet, aren't they? Look at this, Kate. Look at that. Yeah, like I said, these chickens are humanely treated and then slaughtered humanely. And then they are very careful about how they butcher them. So we're going to let those cool down so I can work with them in a minute. And you guys are going to blow my nose. Then we're going to cut up some vegetables. So take a look at the chicken. All right. Those are, they make broth gelatinous. Yes. Well, you know, actually, Kate, because, I mean, I call it stock. I don't call it broth. I always thought that broth was made more with, who else is here? There's like 8 people here. Leprechaun TV is here. Inside Kate's Kitchen is here. One of my favorite moderators. Edward Smart. I know Gigi's gluten-free lab is here. So anybody else say hello? Okay. All right, let's get to work. The carrots are clean. We're just going to cut them in half. We're not going to do a lot with them. Let me get a cutting board. I'm not even going to cut off the ends because all the solids are going to be pulled out. This one I'll probably cut in 3. Okay, and then there we go. So that's enough. That's good enough there. And then I usually am not concerned about this stuff, but since it looks a little ugly, I'm gonna trim that off. I just don't necessarily want that in my stock. And I'm not worried. These have to be, I have to wipe these down a little more. Yeah. Gigi's, I'm here driving and listening. Okay, thank you. Karen, you're never going to sell me on the chicken feet. Sorry, that's all right, Edward. I mean, I'm the one that has to eat it because I'm making it. So you can do the same thing with chicken backs and chicken gizzards. You don't have to use chicken feet. The reason I use chicken feet is it works for me. But Purple Heart 31 Purple Love. Hey, how are you? Okay, and let's go. I need to go get an onion. So let's go travel and get an onion. I keep my onions. Oh, God. I'm not going to show you that. I'll be right back with an onion. Hold on. For this process, I'm going to use a white onion. And we're going to just cut it. We're just going to cut it. We're going to peel it most of the way. So we're going to cut this off here, go down this way, and this way, peel this off. Oh, this onion doesn't want to give up its skin. There we go. There we go. Okay. Ouch, that hurt. It's so dry here, so the sides of my fingers have cracked. Okay, just cut it down. We do not need to cut this up, and I'm going to keep it whole like this so that I can easily pull it out. There we go. All right, so these are my vegetables. I need a little bit of garlic, and we're good to go. I use quite a bit of garlic, 2, 3, 4, 5. And why not go for 6? Gonna smash those. We're not gonna chop them, we're just gonna smash them. So I'm gonna move this aside, get another cutting board, and we'll do that. So my meat pounder has never been used for meat. It's never, ever, ever, ever been used for meat. Hey, Hartley Homestead, Michigan, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, it's only been used for garlic. There we go. So you guys, I was talking about my vegan journey and my omnivorous journey. Troy and I are going to be, I I need more protein, and I haven't figured out yet how to get it through a vegan diet. But Troy and I are going to eat less meat. I mean, if we think about it, Troy and I are only doing 2 meat dinners this week. Oh, my hair is just gorgeous, isn't it? So we're doing, well, we're considering this a meat dinner because we're going to use the chicken stock once it's made. Now, you guys won't see the finished product of this chicken stock because it's a 4-hour process. But we'll do a bunch of other stuff. You'll see how I cook it down, and then once I cook it for about 2 hours, then I take everything out. When the chicken feet are falling apart, I take everything out, and then I reduce the stock down another hour or 2. But before that, I can take some stock out and use that for a vegetable soup, a vegetable chicken soup without chicken that we're going to have today. So we're going to go ahead and put the vegetables in here already. I need to get some garlic that got away. Let's get one more smashed. Smash that garlic. There you go. And then we'll get to work on the, we're going to get to work on these chicken feet. What we need to do is remove the, I'll do this so you can see. We're going to remove the nails. Okay, we're going to just snip lightly. That way, the collagen, we can get all of the good marrow and the collagen, and it comes right through here. So there's a chicken foot for you, you guys. A lot of people are afraid of them, but I'm not. Wow, it looks like my makeup is running. Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Some gizzards I'm going to put in there. So I'm going to use a knife. And I'm not going to be able to see the chat through this process, but there's 2 things I'm going to do. I might be able to see the chat. I'm going to cut off the nails in here. I'm going to put the chicken in here. So just like that. Okay. So a lot of people cut off more of the nail than that, but I really don't want to. So you're trimming the nails of the chicken feet. And you got to make sure to get the thumb. Okay, let's see if I can get you closer to this. Okay. So, thumbs up, thumbs up. Yep. Kate, what'd you say there? Cannibal able to be canned. Oh, cannibal. Yes, it is. I don't can it. I freeze it. So I don't think, don't forget to hit the thumbs up to tell that we support Kicking It with Karen Beyond Sauerkraut. Thank you. So, okay. I'll let you see this again. So some people I know some people come in, they see the feet and they're like, no, thank you. But honest to God, you guys, this is the only thing, I'm not looking at the chat right now. This is the only thing I could eat when I was sick, and it was so nourishing, and it made me feel so good. Troy would just throw a couple cloves of garlic in a cup, or in a pan with some, and boil the stock. This one looks like it was a little mixed up. What's really freaky, you guys, is when you get a black claw. Who is that? With love, Q. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. I hope that chicken feet don't gross you out. We are making a chicken stock out of chicken feet. It is the best ever. So thank you for coming. We're going to cut all of the nails off of our lovely chicken feet. We're going to get some peppercorns in, some other seasonings in the pan, and then we're going to get these going for the next 2 hours. So basically what I'm doing is cutting the nail off so we can get that opening to the bone marrow. You know, when I started making chicken stock feet, that was about 10 years ago. I went to the farmer's market and there was a woman there. I forgot which farmer, but she had like 5 pounds of chicken feet for $2, $3. It's like, oh my God. I said, what do you do with those? And, I mean, she said, oh, it makes excellent stock. You can find you can find stock recipes online. And I did, and I've been using the same one ever since. And then I've seen a couple recipes. I don't know. It wasn't Reese's Mukbang. It was like a Louisiana Kitchen or something like that. I don't know who it was, but they were eating chicken feet, fried chicken feet. And I thought, oh, that's a good idea. I never have done anything with it but eat the stock, do the stock. I use them for chicken broth with Love Q, but don't eat them. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Yes, it was amazing. But Kate, I think what happened was nobody was buying them because Minnesota is slow when it comes to stuff like that. Really slow. We are meat and potatoes kind of culture. Although Troy, my husband's grandma, used to buy chicken feet and do this, I didn't grow up with chicken feet at all. I think that chicken feet are more of a country thing and a southern thing. Because I do remember seeing chicken feet when I lived in North Carolina, when I would go to the like the buffets or the cafeterias. There'd be some chicken feet and some sauce. But I've never eaten them. I would like to. So from $2 for 5 pounds, now I pay $4 for a half pound. So that's always a bit, but I also rather pay more because I could get a pound of chicken paws, as they call them at Walmart. I could get a pound of them for, he's good. I could get a pound for $3, but I'm not gonna buy into that industry anymore. I'm just not gonna do it. So, all right, last two. We're gonna get these right away into the pot, and then we're gonna fill it with water. I'm gonna add some seasonings, and then we'll move on to something else. So there's that. That's a good idea to do, Kate. What? Okay, I've grown up in the South and never eaten them nor seen them offered for eating. When I would go to African American cafeterias in North Carolina, I would see them on the buffet. So I didn't grow up with them, but I was aware of them. With love, you're welcome, Kate. Okay. With Love Q, could you share me out somehow? That'd be great. I'm going to blow my nose, guys, and then we'll do the next step. I love making stock. I'll be right back. Okay. I had this whole plan to get my lighting up and going, and I just didn't get there. So we're gonna dump these chicken feet in here, and then I'm gonna add some water. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna get some water in here. Where am I? There I am. So I'll probably use about. Troy's here.
Thank you.
These chicken feet, honey, were so healthy.
Yeah, that's what you did. Did you get them at?
We got them at Mississippi Market. Okay. Yeah. So what did you do? You left. Oh, did you want the dog? Oh, I didn't see you take. I didn't see. Okay. So this is, I'll probably need 2 more of these. So Troy was trying to cut down the bushes out front. We had a chainsaw, but something happened.
Well, here's the thing. Can I tell the story?
Yeah. Hold on 1 second, you guys.
No, okay.
Troy
You don't have to show me, but
yeah, we do.
all right. So I feel so much better because all winter long I had been dreading doing something I wasn't really comfortable with, but I thought I should do it. And I bought a chainsaw with a neighbor of mine. We went in together, and I thought, well, I can't waste that money, but I'm not comfortable with a chainsaw. I've never operated one. So finally today, it was warm enough that I thought, okay, I'm going to try to do this. And it was a failure on a couple different levels, but I gave up right away, and I said to myself, you know what? I'm not comfortable with it. It's out of my skill set, and I'm going to hire somebody. And then I felt 100 times better because I thought, I'm not going to waste any more resources, energy, time worrying about
Let the
it.
professionals do it. There's no reason to.
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta just be done with it. So
We are not. So Kate, Daddy Curbs could do what we can't. You know, we couldn't. Okay, so here's case in point. Troy and I decided one year we were going to build a fence. I'm going to take you outside to show you how far we got, because it's still there as a reminder.
that should have been a reminder about the chainsaw.
It's a reminder why we don't do this. So if you look over here, right there, that's the fence. Now I'll get a little closer, unless I buffer. If I buffer, I'm sorry. Okay. Right there. We got 1 post hole in, and that's the fence. So that's not our forte. You know, my forte is cooking and teaching, and we have to hire everybody else. I mean, I'm not feeling any kind of way about that. I'm just not gonna feel that way. So here we have this going on. I'm gonna turn it on, and you guys, I gotta find some time. I gotta what I won't do is put salt in it. I won't salt it until after. And when I do salt it, I'm just going to salt it a little bit. Oh, yeah, the bay leaf, too. I know I have bay leaves out here. So, bay leaf. But, yeah, so sometimes you just have to let the professionals do it. That's dillweed. Hi.
It's also admirable to just know
what your skill set is.
Know when you just shouldn't do something. Like I said, I'd been dreading it all winter long. Because honestly, I'm afraid of the chainsaw since I've never operated one. Sure. I haven't been trained on it. So
sure, hon. That's just fine. I'm glad that you were able to, and you bought like a real good chainsaw too, right?
Well, it's a decent chainsaw, yeah.
Don't cook with salt either. And dancing. Well, you know what, Kate? I don't know if dance is my forte anymore. Teaching dances, but certainly I have some dancers in my dance class now, not beginners, and they are doing some tricks. Like they jump up and they kick the back of their head. I'm like, okay, I am not 20 anymore. Good to know your limitations, yes. So 2 bay leaves, you guys, and I'm going to stir that up a little bit, and then we're going to cover this up. Oh, and peppercorns. Let me get the peppercorns. Hold on. And you couldn't even see that, so I don't even know why I did that. Peppercorns. Okay. Chili powder, onions, peppercorns. Go ahead.
Sorry, I have to just
don't
towel her down when she's ready to come in.
That's fine.
So I guess I'll just.
So real life with Karen and Troy, and sometimes Troy. Okay, I think the There we go. Okay. So I'm going to do, it usually calls for 10 peppercorns. I do a tablespoon. And then I just cover this up, bring it to a boil, and then bring it down to a simmer. So that's that. Let's try to clean up a little bit over here, and then I'm going to move on to the salsa, I think. The salsa would be the best thing, I think, to do next, because I need to taste it, see how it's... She's ready.
Okay, thank you.
See how it's separated? This has fermented. See all those bubbles? You can smell it in the top too. So, all right. You're gonna towel her down? Okay. Okay, I have a bunch of stuff to get in the, I should have had a garbage bowl, but I wasn't thinking. Okay. So I had this here because I thought I was going to put you guys here and I was going to have my lighting set up and I was going to, but then I realized I was going to be at the stove, so that would make it kind of difficult. Oh wait, what's this? Don't tell me this is thyme. Good. You're not going to tell me it's thyme. Okay. And then thyme goes over here along with. Okay, puppy, I need you to go away. Go away. Hold on, you guys. I got to get this out of the way because I'm not going to use this. I don't know if you can see. You probably can't see this. This is our bucket of sand. Kate, I know you guys have spring already started. We have so much snow. I mean, you saw out there so much snow. Please put your questions in all caps. That's true. Headache time. Good to know your limitations. Okay. All right, you guys. Oh, gizzards. I just want to dump those in. So I saved the gizzards from a chicken last year. And I obviously, okay, I put it in plastic too. So this doesn't have freezer burn. And I'm gonna I'm just gonna dump this in. It'll be really good in enriching the stock. So, chicken gizzards. I do have to wash my hands now. Just put that in. All right. All right, all right, all right. It's time to do. Get those nails thrown away. It's time to do the salsa. Salsa. And Kate, this is a salsa with peppers, so I know you can't do peppers. I think you're allergic to them. Is that right? Oh, there's only 3 in here. You guys share me out. Oh my God. Am I that boring? Anybody see my wash your hands video? I came home yesterday. So many of my colleagues are sick. And the only reason people are sick is because our children are not washing their hands. And I bet you the adults aren't washing their hands either. Something tells me that's part of the problem. Okay. So the salsa, really proud of this. It's a fermented salsa. Let's see if I can get it open. Live, love, and learn. That is true. It's also sustenance, focus, and tranquility. Okay. Oh, you guys. Oh, I wish you could hear it. It's actually speaking to me. It's going. Oh, you can't hear it, darn it. Look at that. Okay, so I'm gonna put a lid on this. I'm I'm not going to shake it up because it might explode. I'm going to stir it. I'm going to taste it. I think we have some. Troy, do we have any? I might just have to taste it. I thought we had some, what you call it? Oh, it's nice and bubbly. Oh, I wish you could see it. It's super bubbly. I'm just going to have to taste. I use this on all of my tacos. I use it as just a regular salsa. We made this last week, remember? Anything goes with Nicole. Hello, how are you? Good to have you. Karen, do you use your phone on your live shows? No, I don't. I use my laptop. I found because I to use a laptop for this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and taste it. I would love to taste it on a chip, but I can't. There's that. I'll do a little. Yeah. I can't double dip, but I can get another spoon. Have a bite. This is, oh, it doesn't have too much heat. Too much for you, Kate, but it doesn't have too much heat. It has that tangle from the fermentation on your tongue. And this is going to be good for my gut. I got to get this into the fridge because I don't want it. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Salsa, fermented salsa. It's got all that tingle right on the outside of your tongue. It is delicious. It is awesome. Yeah, so I use my laptop, and I have another laptop over there. So I can, like, when I'm going in different places, I can see what the chat is saying. Doing good. We're having cabin fever here also. The weather is nice over. Can't wait till summer. Anything goes. Where are you? What state? Are you in? My chicken bone broth has almost cured my OBS. Good. Excellent. Yeah, I just blew my nose on camera. I don't care. This goes in the fridge. Oh, you know what I used as a starter? I saved a little bit of my last batch that I made in September, and that did the trick. It's not. I hardly had to use any salt. Okay. Oh, Kate, I'm like doing the. So excited, Kate's here. So Kate, his hot pepper sauce recipe. Anyway, he throws away the mash. That's what I use on my tacos, but I'm still using his recipe. And if you guys don't know who Blake Kirby is, he is Daddy Herb's Farm, a homesteading story, and he is the reason I started my YouTube channel. I watched one of his apple cider vinegar videos once, and kefir water. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I don't know if you can hear that. This is the lemon ginger. Is this? Yes, it is. So Tuesday, I forgot I have to do an update on that video. Tuesday, the video coming out is my lemon zinger water kefir, which is lemon ginger. And you guys, first of all, you're going to be able to tell the difference in the lighting in my video because I have my 2 lighting lamps that, if you were with me last week, that you saw, absolutely changed the look of my videos. So this is the result of that. And I'm going to have to make sure I put this at the end of my video so you guys, it's not, you can see the preview. This is delicious. He's been on YouTube for 10 years, Kate. That's what he said. Anything goes with Nicole. Oh, you're in Fargo. You're in, oh, wait, I know you. Yes. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Nicole, I'm sorry. I was sitting in your live stream the other day. I'm so slow. That's right. You're in Fargo. Kate, or not Kate. Nicole, we just, I don't know if you came in. We just did some chicken stock, or we started some chicken stock. We are going to work on, we just put the fermented salsa in the fridge. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with my sauerkraut, but I want to show you something, you guys. This is I have to change my review on this lid. Okay, so normally when I ferment, I use these kinds of airlocks. Well, this is a cross between that and the crock airlock. You're limping again.
Oh, it's just residual.
Okay.
I have to work cherry juice.
Okay. So this is kind of, here's the problem. You guys, here's the problem with this lid. For some reason, there isn't enough space in here for the ferment to expand. So the water comes up, and then when it settles a little bit, like when it gets cold at night, all of the water drains to, or the brine drains down back into the into the jar, which then means that I have a dry reservoir and it's open to bacteria a little bit more. So until I learn how to work with this, first of all, I probably shouldn't have filled it up that much. I can fill it up that, I can fill it up that much when I am using a traditional airlock. But when I'm using this, I think I have to just do that much cabbage. And that means that I would have to have 2 jars. So there's some good about it and some not so good. So I'm probably going to have to update that review. So this is not ready. It's still, oh boy, I have to get it into a jar. Where is it? Okay. I have it in a bowl. I've had to empty this bowl like 4 times now. So the next thing, of course, is my beet kvass. And I'm pretty sure this is ready. If it's not ready, I need it anyway. Most people, is Lynx Acres here? Hi. Yes, you were here. Sorry, in my brain, I need to apologize. I sometimes am slow. I forget things. It's age. What is Lynx? Hi, Kate. Hi, Nicole. Hello. Yes, Lynx Acres is here. Good. So sometimes most people ferment their beet kvass, there it is, for like 7 to 10 days. I usually do 21 because I want the full flavor and I want all the probiotics. But I am out of beet kvass. Oh, good. I have an idea. Okay. Settle down. I have a super idea. Okay, so I'm out of beet kvass, so I'm just going to go ahead and bottle this now and let it sit on the counter for a couple days. Strong enough to bend Homestead. Hello, strong. Okay, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. I'm feeling kind of goofy. We've got 7 people in the house, and I'm just glad you're here. I'm just glad. All right, so let's get going on the beet kvass. I'm not going to make a new batch. I'm just going to bottle. When I get some more beets, I will make sure to save some of my the beet kvass that I refrigerate so that I can use that for a starter. I could also use sauerkraut starter, but then your beet kvass tastes like sauerkraut. Got lots of stuff that needs to go. So I'm over here. I'm gonna move some of this out of the way. That's just that. It's good reason. Okay, I gotta sanitize my sink and then we'll get started. Sanitizing the sink because we had raw chicken in there and then we dumped some other chicken in it. So rinse it out. And what do we always do? We spray it with apple cider vinegar. You almost fell over. Why do we spray with apple cider vinegar? Anybody want to tell me? Have you learned your lesson? We sprayed with apple cider vinegar because the acetic acid goes after those bacteria and crushes them. Yes. And then we let this sit for a little bit. So I'm just having, for me, beet kvass tasting like sauerkraut would be a good thing. But Kate, beet kvass mixed with sauerkraut kind of tastes like feet. If you've ever had fiery ferments beet kvass, oh my God. It tastes like feet. Kate, yes, it's very interesting. It makes understanding various books of the Bible a lot easier. What's going on? For me, okay. Linkseekers, that's what you said this morning. This lecture series, How Jesus Became God by Bart Eatham, are mind-blowing. Interesting. There's my nose again. All right, I need to get more paper towels, so you're going to watch me walk this way. Linkseekers, thank you so much for coming. Okay. You can let your sink sit for 1 to 5 minutes. We're going to go ahead and rinse it down right now. Important, sanitize your sink. You know it's the dirtiest place. I should call this looking for. What am I looking for? What am I doing? Oh yeah, I'm doing the beet kvass. Now I will need gloves, you guys, because I think my very first video I said beet stain and beet stain. So I use this brand, Amex antimicrobial vinyl. I started an Amazon affiliate store again, associate store again. I didn't have success with it last time, and they canceled my account because I didn't ever post links, and I should have. So I started again today, and I'm going to get those on there, but I'm also going to get I'm going to get the sour stones. I'm going to get some things people will actually want to buy. I'm going to look for water kefir grains from Cultures for Health, and I will link those. I'll probably link it to this one. Oh God, lemon zinger, so good. But I'll also do the milk kefir starter. I've never done milk kefir. Oh, there's a cute puppy. 2 cute puppies. I've never done milk kefir grains. You'll see what water kefir grains look like in a minute. I've never done milk kefir grains because it looks like a lot of just too much. So I am going to get my, Yeah, I think I'll get it. I don't know why am I having a brain? I'm trying to figure out what I poured. Oh, I poured into, okay. Peeled the ends up. Okay, so Lynx Acres. Kate, it's very interesting. It makes understanding the various books of the Bible a lot easier. Karen, I hate beets and I love sauerkraut. Yeah, so you would not want beet kvass. Oh, so I meant to take a picture, but I didn't. Beets turn the fingers red. Yes, they do. I bought 2 10-pound bags of red onions, and then I diced one bag and stuck them in bags, roughly 300 milliliters each, and froze them. Perfect. Preservation. I love food preservation. Peeled the ends off. I've never done milk kefir. Kate, I like milk kefir, but today we're gonna do a coconut milk kefir. I found a recipe from Cultures for Health, which I have to look up again, that uses water kefir. You just take a starter of the water kefir and put it into the coconut milk. So we'll see how that goes. And then I think I can use 1 coconut milk kefir to culture another coconut milk kefir. Okay. So we're going to take this off. Oh, very good. Very good. And I don't know if you know, Kate, but beet kvass does not taste at all. I mean, it does have a little bit of taste of beets, but it's not like, I don't think it's as bad as you can imagine or have imagined. But if you don't like beets, you may not like this. It totally transforms the flavor. And if you're basing it off of drinking or eating, there's my Sour Stone. Canned beets, fresh beets are nothing like that. Oh, this is going to be a little viscous. That's right, because it's a winter beet. It has more sugar. So it's going to be a little bit more stringy, but that's okay. All right. This happens every winter. The first time it happened, I was like, what is that? Okay. Dumb. Okay. So, yep, I'm straining it, and it is pretty viscous. Now, if you didn't have a starter, right? Look at that. See how syrupy that is? That's because of the winter beets, for some reason, have had more time to develop sugars. That's good enough. Another thing you can do if you want to make sure you keep all of your beet kvass, is you can save some of the cultured beets and use them as a starter. So that's always good to know. There we go. Let's get this bottled. I actually don't need these anymore. Yeah, so the viscosity of the beets. It requires none to maintain. What are you talking about? Dehydrating requires some electricity to maintain, but I don't have one. I didn't like the beet kvass. Okay, I didn't like the beet kvass, but maybe I did it wrong. It's an acquired taste. It is an acquired taste. I enjoy it because it's good for my gut. And that's why I forced myself to start liking it. But I also started flavoring mine in different ways. Like, I wonder, I flavor mine with apples and ginger, and so I'm all about making it taste different. let's go back here a little bit. We'll put some light on that. Okay. So let's get this bottle. Very thick. So this will do well on the counter. It'll probably get super fizzy. Oops. You know, that chicken stock still has not come up to, has not come up to a boil yet. It's getting there though. Oh, it smells delicious. Ooh, there's that. What do you do with the beet juice? It's, Edward, it's a tonic, and I drink it every morning. It helps your digestion. It also helps repopulate your gut bacteria. So I'm all about making sure that I get enough probiotics every day. I mean, the reason I drink water kefir is because it has almost twice the number of probiotics as kombucha. Kombucha has a number of enzymes that are good for digestion, but if you want to repopulate your gut and get your gut healthy and increase your immune system, water kefir is the way to go. I use the beet kvass as another added punch of probiotics. And when I make it with ginger and apple is a prebiotic, right? Apple is a prebiotic, so it helps feed the probiotics in both your gut and in your beet kvass, so it keeps it growing. So it increases the number of probiotics in it. And then the ginger is anti-inflammatory, so it's just a really good gut tonic. And this is coming from a naturopathic point of view. I'm not a naturopath. I am a doctor, but not that kind. It's the story. I'll do the short version of the story, Edward. When I, back in 2007, I got really sick because a number of girls had gone to the same tattoo artist who wasn't changing his ink, and they all got MRSA infections, which can kill you. Minnesota is, as you can tell, my nose runs a lot, and I have a tendency to do this. Wash your hands, folks. And one of these girls was in my class and probably had that bacteria on her hand. MRSA can live on anything for over 14 days. So up to over 14 days. I probably touched the desk where this girl was sitting and did something like that. And by 1 o'clock in the morning, my entire face was swollen from an infection that had grown right here that fast. Had I not gotten into the doctor, if I had gotten to the doctor an hour later, it would have spread to my brain and I would have been dead. But in the process of healing from that, they gave me tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of antibiotics. And I was on antibiotics for almost on and off for almost, so 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, about 4 years on and off, because I continued to get sinus infections. I continued all this stuff. I finally went to a naturopath who said, okay, you need to not take any more antibiotics. We got to fix your gut. And in the process of all those antibiotics, I became allergic to eggs. So I can't eat eggs. I can eat duck eggs, not chicken eggs. Duck eggs, but not chicken eggs. So I am all about the probiotics. Any way I can get it. I used to pay for very expensive probiotics. I keep this on hand just as a reminder. Caps, and it was, I think, $45. It's a good probiotic. I could probably throw it out now. It expired in 2017, but it's just a reminder why I make my own probiotics. You keep, but oh, really? Is it 5? Is it bad, Kate? Am I still buffering? Okay. My other computer isn't buffering, so I don't know what to do about that. It comes back pretty quickly. Good. So anyway, I don't want to pay $45 for probiotics anymore, so I make my own. All right, let's get this going. So I think I'm going to do this. Really viscous. Oh, no, it's going to overflow. So let's do this. Okay. Beautiful. That, I'm really struggling today. There we go. Okay. Oh, Lane Sakers, have a nap. Take a nap. Take a nap. If you need a nap, take a nap. You have a baby. Mamas deserve naps. Okay, I have a little bit for me to taste. I have a mess to clean up. I'm so excited to have you watch that. Okay. Okay. So we'll put this one over here. And then this one goes in the fermentation station over here. And then I'm going to taste this. Now, Kate, I know you say you hate beets, but beet kvass is a totally different thing. Oh, that's a mess. Okay. I need to yep, okay, Kate, I figured because it's been over an hour. And I know you do an hour, so that's fine. Edwards. Okay, so here's this. So this one I think only went for 2 weeks. I normally do it for 4, which is why it's so viscous, because it hasn't eaten all the sugar, which means those 2 are going to be very, very fizzy. And I'll have to get them into the refrigerator before I open them up. But they will be, they'll be ready to go in the refrigerator in about, they'll be ready to refrigerate in 2 days, so on Monday. So cheers, everybody. Oh, perfect. Something about when it's thick like that, I don't know what it is. When it's thick like that, it's fizzy right away. Great to know, right? Okay. Let me see what I can do over here. I need to save some for myself in a small glass. What do I have? Okay, I'll put it in the beer glass. So this is what I'll have tomorrow morning. That's a lot, though. That's a lot. Now, when you first start beet kvass, you want to be very careful because it will talk to you. It will tell you when you've had too much. Oh, but it's tasty. I see. This is one I had some old apples. So very flavorful apples. I had some old apples and I used them for this. So they were sweet and tart. So tomorrow's breakfast, I'll have duck eggs and beet kvass. This still hasn't come to a boil. Okay. Let's move on to the coconut kefir. This is going to be pretty easy, and then we'll make some Mighty Mango kefir, another batch of Mighty Mango kefir water. There's a couple things I need to do first, though. Okay, so coconut milk. Let me, I'm going to go to cultures I want to figure out what this recipe should be. So it's supposed to be cocoa. So I've never done this coconut milk kefir. I have never done this, but Cultures for Health says that you should add Cultures for Health. There's 3 ways to do it. I can use milk kefir grains. Come on. It's taking forever. Here we go. 3 ways to do it. Coconut milk. Option 2, use kefir starter culture, which I have some, but use finished kefir water. Add a 1/4 cup of kefir, finished kefir, not the water grains, to 2 to 4 cups of coconut milk. So I'll probably use about a 1/2 cup. That's easy enough. So here's my my coconut milk. It's unsweetened. The ingredients are water and coconut. What can go wrong? Are we at a boil? We are at a boil. Okay, I'm going to turn that down to a simmer. So I shook. It says shake well. So this is a light kefir milk, coconut milk. The reason I went with a light coconut milk is that it, the full fat coconut milk was super thick. So this is the first way we're going to try it. This is my finished water kefir. I don't like to use metal, but I'm going to take 1, 2. And we'll see what happens with this tomorrow. This may just culture it. All right, a lid. We're going to shake it up. So this is an experiment, guys. We'll see what happens with this. Okay, I'm going to put this on the counter. Now I'll show you guys what... It's going to go over here. And I'll be drinking, hopefully, kefir milk by tomorrow or the next day. I have a finished kefir right here. This is with cow's milk, but the casein in the cow's milk is starting to bother me. This one has pretty much gone to cheese, so I'll probably make not a cottage cheese, but like a cream cheese out of it, and I'll save the whey. And then I may, if this doesn't work, then I will use, I'll use the whey. We'll try using the whey to make the water, or the coconut milk kefir. Or else I'll just use, I think I have a culture starter, so I could use a culture starter. We'll figure it out. Okay. So this is going in the refrigerator. I'll strain this out later. I don't need to do that now. What we need to do is go ahead and make that Mighty Mango water kefir. We have a lot going on in this fridge. Hey, Troy, what'd you do with the mango? The Mighty Mango.
The juice?
Yeah.
It's right by the soy milk in the fridge.
Oh, there it is. Okay. So we're going to have some fun here. I love making water kefir. Have you ever tried A2 milk? Does it bother you? I don't even, what is A2? A2, A2. I've never heard of it. Hey, you. Hey, you, A2. Tell me, what's that? I've never heard of it. So you guys, thank you for coming. I mean, it's like I'm just doing my Sunday, Saturday thing. I'm making water kefir and stuff. That is starting to smell really good. Okay, so I'm just rinsing this out. I'm also spraying myself. We're gonna okay, get rid of this. Get rid of this. Move you over here. We may end this. We may get done with this live early. Or have you? I've heard low temp pasteurization can make milk more digestible. Yeah, probably. Probably. Okay. Here we go. I think I need to use, whoops, I need to use this. This is I have to use this for water kefir. So that was one fermentable. And that's all we have to do. We don't have to worry about anything else. We're going to take this water kefir. I'm going to strain out the water kefir grains. And I'll show you what those look like in a second. Okay. So when you strain out your water kefir grains, make sure not to touch them too much, but I'll go ahead and show you what these look like up close. They're not actually grains. They're small symbiotic cultures of bacteria and yeast all stuck together. And the big ones have been alive for a while. The little ones, these little guys, have just been birthed or have just gotten big. So we're going to put this to the side. I'll have to make some sugar water in a second. And now we're going to flavor this. We're going to flavor it, and then we're going to bottle it. So this is my favorite. Mighty Mango. And what's in this, it has mango puree, apple juice, orange juice, banana puree, lemon juice, and carrot. So that's why it's orange. We're going to open this. I'm going to fill it up to about here. We're going to stir it, and then we're going to go ahead. There we go. We're going to go ahead and bottle it. I probably have more don't know if I have enough bottles for this. If I finish drinking this really quick, I might. This one might actually explode. It doesn't even look like it's a good jar. Probably shouldn't use that one. Okay, so we'll at least get these two filled, and then maybe I'll finish this and so Troy was excited for me to start making my own water kefir again because I was buying 1 to 2 bottles a week, which came to over $7. So this is much more economical and much more tasty because it doesn't go through any heating process. No, I did it again, didn't I? No. Woo. Okay. There's that. So 2 of them. Non-cow milk is usually A2. Okay. But you get A2 milk, often it's grass-fed only. and raw or low pasteurization, but not always. So there is my Mighty Mango water kefir. I have enough for more. Put this in the fermentation station. And let's get a taste. Let's get a taste. Cheers. More probiotics. That will taste good. It definitely needs to ferment a whole lot more. Oh. I gotta find jars for this though. Let's see what I have. I guess I could use this jar. I mean, why not, right? And then I might have another small one. I'll just have to drink a lot if I'm doing this. There we go. Perfect. So we'll go ahead and put this one over in the fermentation station as well. And so the way I can tell, you guys, the way I can tell they're done, is this cap starts to bulge a little bit. And then instead of opening it, I don't open it. I put it in the freezer I put it in the refrigerator and leave it there for about 24 hours, and then the fermentation will settle down. So that's that. We got that done. We actually are not done. We have to make some sugar water so that we can feed the kefir grains. So that's as simple as this. Okay. I am going to use this same, actually I'm going to rinse this out a little bit. I'll be right back. Okay. I'm going to use a half cup of water or half cup of sugar. That's a third cup. That's a half cup. Half cup of sugar. And then I'm going to get a little bit of hot water. Anybody else walk in? Okay. So I'm going to use hot water at first, and then we'll cool it down. But the hot water is to get it so it dissolves. So if you haven't hit the thumbs up already, please go ahead and do that. And thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it. I got to get this out of my face. Chicken stock is doing just fine. It's going to be delicious. You're back. Kate, we've just, I just made 2 quarts of Mighty Mango. And the way we tell that that the water kefir is done is that this starts to bulge a little bit. Then we put it right away in the refrigerator, otherwise it might explode. And right now, I am stirring up some sugar water so we can feed the water kefir again. Looks like it's dissolved. I think it is. Does that look okay? Well, it'll be dissolved in soon enough. Karen, where do you get your water kefir grains? I get it from Cultures for Health. You can either go to Cultures for Health or you can go to Amazon. And you know what, Kate? I will link it in the description below right after this. But you can go to Amazon.com and I'll get the link and get kefir grains from Cultures for Health. It's actually cheaper through Amazon than going directly to Cultures for Health. And if you have Amazon Prime, I think it's even less. So, but I will link it. Let's go ahead and fill this up with water. Move these guys. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Cold water. And I can use tap water, you guys, because we have really good water in St. Paul. Exactly 2 quarts. Good. All right, stir that up. There we go. And now we are going to, I'm going to pull this off to the side. Let me get some light down here. There we go. I'm going to put this in here. Okay, that's okay. And these guys are going to go in. Yeah, let me use, hold on, I got to get my strainer. Yeah, I don't want to try to do this without. So, Kate, the water kefir grains come dehydrated, and you have to take a little bit of time to rehydrate them. And yeah, they'll just fall to the bottom. Let me make this easier. We'll go back up here. They just fall to the bottom. And they'll just start chomping on that sugar. So, hold on. One of the things I would suggest you do. Okay. One of the things I would suggest you do is each time you make a new water kefir, make sure you use a new coffee filter. I made the mistake. I almost lost my water kefir grains because I made the mistake of using the same coffee grains or coffee filters twice. And somehow there's like 2 dots of mold. And I was like, oh my God, do I throw this out? Because I had never gotten mold before. I didn't throw it out. I did scrape that off. And then I rinsed my water kefir grains. But when I went to find out why that happened, it was because I had used the same, I don't know why this is true, but it's because I had used the same coffee filter twice. So don't do that. There we go. This is going to go over in the fermentation station. I'm going to walk it right over here. This isn't pretty, is it? I look like I'm about that wide, and actually I've lost a ton of weight. Not on purpose, but because I was sick. What else do I have to do? Oh my God. You guys, what a fantastic live stream I've had so far. I do want to stay for 15 more minutes because 2 hours is important. I will let you know what's going on. Amazon grain. Oh, let me put, okay, fine. I wanted to put my affiliate link in there, but that's all right, Kate. That's all right. I'll do that later. I'll put the affiliate link in there, but that's okay. Don't delete it. People may want it. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you very much. I'll stay. Okay. 6 folks here, so right now I'm building the lemon zinger. I also want to talk about this. Right now I'm building the lemon zinger That's supposed to be in the sink. The lemon zinger video, which will come out on Tuesday. I did not film a video yet for the following Tuesday, but it's going to be a gluten-free something. Not mac and cheese, although I do have to make a gluten-free mac and cheese. It'll be something, because I've been going back and forth between fermentation and is, yes, it's about health and well-being, but it's also about specialized diets. So I've been doing vegan, I've been doing vegetarian, I've been doing gluten-free, and I've been doing fermentation. Lemon zinger is what I'm drinking right now. This is the water kefir I'm drinking right now, which is made from lemon and ginger. That's the flavoring, and it's terrific. And it's so easy. So that video is definitely coming out on Tuesday. I hope to have it to complete building it tomorrow and get it up there and start advertising. There's a couple of products I want to talk about that I have fallen in love with. First of all, for a gluten-free bun, shelf stable, so I don't know what it has in it to make it that way, but it's the Char gluten-free ciabatta bun. It works so well for Beyond Meat burgers or hamburgers, or it works well for a sandwich. All you have to do, the thing that makes it really work, you don't want to eat it right out of the package. You want to put it in the oven at 375, I think it is. Start at 400 for about 6 minutes, and it gets this really nice crunchy exterior and a super soft interior, just like a really good ham bun. Another thing I want to talk about, and this has been around forever, but Bob's Red Mill, or this isn't Bob's Red Mill anymore. We got it at the co-op, but this is TVP, or texturized vegetable protein. You can flavor, this is dehydrated, and all you have to do is rehydrate it in water or in stock or whatever you want it to taste like. So this, I had used a lot of TVP about 12 years ago, and I thought, why am I trying to do this? Yeah, why am I trying to do this meat-free thing? Well, I'm on a more meat-free diet now, and I tried this again, and the texture is just perfect for tacos, and I'm going to learn how. Right. Oh, and I'm going to show you another product. So tomorrow, I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to try to make a meat-free meatball. I'm going to do it two ways. I'm going to make it with duck egg and without duck egg. So I don't know how this is going to work out, but I've seen many videos where they have been able to make a meatball that tastes like a meatball. So here is the other two products I bought. Now I'm making chicken stock right now, but those days I really want to be vegan. I found this product, and I found this on Monson Made This. He is a super great. I want to try it. You should. You should. It's cheap. It's really cheap. But Monson Made This, uses this all the time. He is like one of my favorite vegan chefs on YouTube. So he uses this. It's called Vegetarian Better Than Bouillon, no chicken base. You use a teaspoon for, what is it you do? One teaspoon for 8 ounces, so a cup of boiling water. And it really does taste like chicken. So the days I want to be, I want to be vegan, this is a good option in terms of stock. The other one is this one. It's the better than bouillon, no beef base. So this is really good. But if you're not concerned about that, all you have to do is rehydrate it in your chicken stock or your beef broth, and you're good to go. If you have an egg allergy and you can't get duck eggs, another product that I endorse, $1 inside store. I want to, yeah, so I got it on sale. Let me get one. Let me get one that doesn't have the sticker across the front. So this is Just Egg. It is made from plants, not chickens, and it acts like, it really does act like eggs. You can scramble it. And so, Karen, would you put a link for the TVP? Yes, I will. I'll do the TVP and I'll do the cultures for health. Yeah, this definitely. So the Just Egg, when I wasn't able to get chicken eggs for, am I buffering again? No, I'm not. Okay. I wasn't able to get chicken eggs or duck eggs for almost 4 months. And I had been using this to make my pasta, to make my omelets, everything. It is made with, now this has a lot of ingredients, but there's only 2 that are important, water and mung bean protein. However, once again, this is a highly processed product. So even though it's an egg replacer, it's an isolate. They use mung bean protein isolate, expeller pressed. There's all of changing the plant into this kind of thing. So it's a good replacement, but all of these replacements, like I love the Beyond Meat burger. I love the Beyond Meat sausage. Well, not so much the sausage, the bratwurst. I do not recommend at all the Beyond Meat crumbles. They are like rubbery pieces of wannabe something that they aren't. So I'm not going to stay 2 hours. I'm going to be all right. I'll be fine with just this amount of time. You guys, we did a lot today, and I want to say thank you for hanging out with me. I'm going to go ahead and go. I got a lot of stuff to clean up. If you look around the kitchen, we have done a lot today. There's all those dishes. And I've done a nice review of some products. I will, right after I get done, that's why it's a good idea to get off now, I can put those 2 links in there. And I think you guys will like this. All right. Jetta Joe, thank you for being here. Thank you everyone for coming in. I so appreciate your time. Take care, and I will put those links in right away. Okay, bye.